One of my goals of the National was to meet some great people, to meet some great people in the hobby, some YouTubers and stuff like that, and just to gather some advice and just to learn and maybe meet them. And so what I've done today is I've just compiled everything of all the big names that I've met and people who are huge in this hobby, people who are shop owners, even some of the more impressive vendors. I'm going to put it all in one video right here, right now. So if you're interested in sports cards and you want to learn some great advice, I got it right from the source. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for being here. Check it out. What are you excited about for the National?
Oh, I'm excited to be here. I love the National. I look forward to every year. I look forward to, if I have time, finding something that I'm possibly interested in personally. Past couple of years, I haven't had time, but I'm also really excited because, like, especially since the show came out, people come from all over the world.
Dude, absolutely.
You know, like last year, people told me they came in from Korea and they heard I was going to be here. So I'm looking forward to meeting everybody, meeting hobbyists, meeting fellow hobbyists, hearing what they collect, and also meeting, of course, fans of Ken Collectibles.
Yeah. What tempts you? Like, you see everything. So what do you go, oh, I might give that?
I like, to me, you know, I'm vintage, and I'm also game used.
Oh.
So, you know, like, to me, like, I have a T206 complete set minus a Wagner. So one day I'll pick up a Wagner, and, you know, I collect game used from really every sport. Anytime I think something is great, you know, I'll want to own it. The same thing with music. Like, I own, I have, you know, I own a George Washington signed piece, a Ben Franklin signed piece. I own, you know, AC/DC, Aerosmith, Nirvana, the Beatles, you know, anything I think is like iconic. I'm a Star Wars collector, so I just like things that are culturally great. And it doesn't matter if it's sports or non-sports.
3 athletes do you think fall in that category right now?
Oh my God. Well, I've always said that Willie Mays was the greatest all-around baseball player and the most underappreciated. So, you know, Willie Mays has got to be, you know, it's got to be number one. Willie Mays has got to be one of the 3. Michael Jordan, I don't care what anybody says, he will always be number one. He was number one 5 years ago. He will be number one 20 years from now. I don't give a crap who comes up in the NBA. It's MJ. That's it. It is Michael Jordan. And to me, you know, when I look at so I'm going to give a plug to my executive producer and say, because I am a collector, a Peyton Manning collector.
Oh yeah, especially what he's doing with Omaha. That's awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
Best active player. Last question.
Best active player
that you would be collecting if you're in this.
Ooh, how can you look? What Mahomes has done and what he can continue to do. I mean, you know, it's like, do I want to buy a quarterback who has not yet won and might, or do I just want to get a sure thing who might win 3-4 more Super Bowls before he retires? So I would say out of any sport, you know, probably got to be Mahomes.
Okay. I'm a Charger fan, so I'm not allowed to agree with you, but I'm good with that.
Okay.
Hey, I appreciate it. All right, dude, what are you hyped about the National for?
Bro, I love the people here, man. This is the greatest experience in the world. Once a year, where people that love this hobby just as much as I do, if not more, come here to gather and have a great time. You can't beat it. It's unlike anything in the world.
Sure. Sick. Someone like me, trying to make content, what are you saying to me? How about just grind or what?
Your first video is always going to suck, number one. Number two, make a goal for yourself. Put out one video a week, 2 videos a week, and engage with your audience and make sure it's fun for them and show them who you really are.
Love it. And last thing, what are you trying to grab this week?
I won a 1958 Mickey Mantle PSA 3. Not an expensive card, but it's on my list. I sold it recently, and I want another one.
Can you shout out Afford the Hobby? That's my channel.
What is it?
Afford the Hobby.
Hey, Afford the Hobby. Great name. Join this hobby. It's all inclusive, not exclusive. Man, you don't have to spend any money to have a good time.
Sick. All right, man.
All right, man.
All right, sitting here with SlabStox. How you feeling about the National so far?
Really good. It's been wonderful. We sold a lot of stuff. I bought a few things, and honestly, Wednesday preview night, normally pretty busy. Tonight, super busy, so it's been really fun.
What are people buying? What are people selling?
I've had some stuff, some Yelich autos sell, a couple Brewers cards. I'm a huge Brewers fan, so I've had leftovers that came here. A lot of Disney has sold so far. Stuff for our custom charity event where we sell cards to send kids to camp for free whose parents are impacted by cancer, and bought some Brewer stuff, obviously. So
that's awesome.
Got to keep doing that. But it's
cool.
been fun, man. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
For sure, man. Thanks.
All right, Gary, what do you love about the National?
It's been good. It's a good show so far. Pretty happy with it, building up V-Friends.
Nice. Someone like me, content creator, someone who's trying to grow in this game, what would you say to someone like me?
Content. Getting better at every different platform is the key. So it's not just Facebook, it's not just Instagram, it's not TikTok, it's every single platform, winning on all of them, doing best practices in all of them.
Love it. And last thing, what are you collecting? What are you looking for around here? Anything?
Fictional character vintage rookie cards, 66 Donruss Marvel, 40, 1940 Superman, early 66 Batman, fictional character stuff.
Yeah, you said it once, right? Pikachu can't tear his ACL?
Pikachu can't tell his ACL.
Yeah. How's the National treating you?
A lot of fun, crazy show, hectic, but I'm loving it.
Yeah, how was the rips you just did right now?
Rip from Silver Packs.
Yeah.
Got some Caitlin Clark, got some Wemby. It's all the new classes. I love it.
Dude, what are you looking for at the National?
Let's see. So I just picked up my Bane logo, man. That initially was my goal. Yeah. I still want some Bane, gold Bane to be nice. Also looking for some kind of unique pieces, maybe memorabilia, funny enough. And just have a fun time, bought some fun boxes, gonna do a nice rip later, so yeah, just chilling out, enjoying the show.
Yeah, 2 more questions. An active player that you should be buying right now, anybody?
Active player?
To invest in, if you would.
I'm a big fan of the, I almost don't want to say this now, because it's I've been buying up, but I love the Bowman U of guys who don't sign. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay, sweet. And last thing, what would you say to someone like me trying to make content, grinding, how do you grow?
I remember the early days of the channel, posting videos for mostly no one. Sometimes a couple people will watch. Definitely a grind, but keep at it. Consistent quality content. You build it, they come. It took a while, but gain that following, gain that traction, keep putting out good stuff, and it comes eventually. It definitely is a long journey, but it's well worth it in the end, I can say that.
Yeah. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
The National for Pokemon, how's that going?
Fantastic. Yeah. Super busy, lots of people bringing in items, lots of people buying items, lots of people filling their collections, their sets, and both old and new school.
The high dollar to get a table, is it worth it?
100%. They're very, very cheap. They've never raised the prices on them in decades. So.
Even at like $10K a table, it's still worth it.
Yeah, I don't think people are doing it anymore. They've really strict up on the rules on that and such. I don't think quite little anybody is. They'll ban them, I think, at this point for doing that. But yeah, in years past, if I didn't have a booth in my name as such, I'd pay more than $10,000 for a booth, $1,000,000%. Yeah, it's honest.
What's the key to making money?
Be fair on prices when you buy it, be fair when you sell it.
Yeah.
That would be the number one key.
So. What's the name of your shop? Where are you guys at?
Yeah, it's Common Guy Sports Cards in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The business is Break 'em On, the Pokemon business side of it.
Dude, appreciate you. Thank you very much. Okay, how's the National doing?
Oh, it's amazing. It is packed.
Oh, it's packed.
Oh my god.
Absolutely crazy.
I can't even, my brain can't comprehend how packed it is.
What are you looking for? I see you do a few deals yourself. What do you PC, all that stuff?
Yeah, so right now, I'm really big into cases. Like
Yeah.
RPAs, autos. I really like the eye appeal cards, normal. But I think I'm really into Jalen Waddle for this season. Up, so I'm going to do him and buy Tua.
Dude, there you go. Last one. Me trying to grow a channel, an account. Any advice for you or from me?
Yeah. Get out there. Even if you can't go to local shows, I would start meeting people, trying to get confident and, reaching out to anyone on Instagram and social media. But build a community in this space, because I think that's how I've met my best friends, and that's what the hobby's all about.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Ryan, Card Collector 2, brother, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
How's the National?
National is packed. I think that's the busiest word of the day is just busy. It's just non-stop. It's lines everywhere. The parking lot is
nuts.
Bananas, literally just a standstill. Yeah, it's great, man. It shows the hobby's helping.
How's it going for you? What are you looking to buy yourself?
What am I looking to buy myself? I would love to buy a really cool Disney card.
Yeah.
I get to collect it with my wife and stuff. So I'm really after a really unique Disney card.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just cool cards. We bought an OBJ 101 per spot in May, a Max Cross, just cool stuff.
Yeah,
just unique things.
Yeah. 2 more quick ones.
Yeah.
Someone who's in the hobby trying to make money, flipping cards, what advice you got?
Value boxes are your friend.
Yeah.
For sure. Value boxes are typically the last thing a dealer would check to update prices. It's easier to update a $1,000 Justin Herbert auto than it is a breakout player in a value box. Low numbered cards. So I would say value boxes are your friend. And typically buying in bulk. Love buying in bulk. Doing the work people don't want to do. Buying in bulk, patience with grading.
Last one, content creator like me. Any advice for the grind? How to grow?
Patience.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to do it.
Yeah.
Understand that if you're trying to do this for the next 30 years, it's going to take time. You know, this didn't happen overnight. This has been something we've been building for years.
Yeah, how long you been growing the channel?
The channel, the first videos were like 2018.
Yeah, and then just went
5+ years, a long time.
Yeah.
So it's a grind, but you know, there's certainly a bigger conversation. Thumbnails, SEO, like the consistency. That's a big thing. Posting every day. And, you know, that's a big thing. So there's a lot of good tips, but patience to do.
All right, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. All right, how's the national going for you?
It's going well. I bought a lot of stuff. You guys want to see?
Oh yeah, what's the best stuff, dude?
Let me see what I got.
I'm trying to leave with a Herbert.
Oh, I think I have a Herbert.
You're selling something. Maybe I'm buying from you.
I don't know where my Herbert is, but I just bought a stack of, I think people like these. I just bought a stack of Kabooms. So, and some Luka autos and green and 101 Ant-Man.
Oh my gosh.
It's loaded up with this stuff.
Okay.
The National is fun. You gotta buy a lot.
Holy crap. Who's your PC?
I PC LeBron, and I PC Rainbow. So like once I find a 101 or a 10, I want
and
them
you want
all.
the rest. That's good.
So they're kind of like set collector.
Is it just LeBron as your player?
LeBron, Herbert, I like LT, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Are you a Charger fan?
Yeah, I was.
You're my favorite.
Now I'm fringe.
Are you from San Diego?
Yeah, I have a shop in San Diego on the beach in Encinitas.
Wait,
we're gonna have to become friends after the video.
Encinitas is one of my favorite places in this world.
We're in Moonlight Beach.
Yeah, I was just there.
Card shop.
How did I not know that? I was literally at Moonlight Beach with my kids 3 weeks ago. I suck. All right. How to grow in the hobby? How to make the most money?
Oh shit! Close your case.
Always
close your case. Don't lose your bag of money.
Don't do free giveaways when you're not on Whatnot.
I think the most important part is connection. You have to go to the shows. You can't just jump online and expect people to care about your breaks. Especially breaks. They care about stealing your cards for singles. They'll love you for that. But I think going to the shows, traveling, connecting to people, and putting in the time, like anything, right?
How about specifically to Whatnot? Just grind.
Community. Connect with people in person, and then jump on. Be involved.
Are you breaking on Whatnot? Are you breaking here?
I am breaking. I canceled one of my shows, but we're doing Sunday at 10 a.m.
Nice. All right, bro. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Go Chargers, dude.
Yeah, go Chargers.
All right, I'm here with Denver Card Shows. Back corner of the whole convention.
Yeah, we're calling this the broom closet of the card show. So.
Middle of a couple $100 cards, and what are we looking at?
Well, let's start with this. This is the only copy of this in a PSA 10 gold Kaboom, number 2 of 10, and it's also been graded by Mike Baker, and it's the only black diamond that we know of that has been graded at this show.
Jeez.
Mike Baker's also suggested maybe we run this through BGS because he believes it possibly could either 10 or be a black label. So
wow.
And then probably the second best card you can get a Stroud in the market is the gold vinyl number 5 PSA 10.
Jeez, how's the national treating you guys?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Other than it's been really hot back here, man. It's been it's our Super Bowl of card shows. You know.
It's a high dollar amount to get a table here. Is it worth it?
Absolutely.
If
you can get on the waiting list and put your name in the hat, you might be able to get a table.
What's the key to having a good show?
Diversity. I always believe this. I like diversity from these are cool, but having cards that are $2 auto jerseys that everybody can buy. I also dabble in the Pokemon over there. It's just diversify your it's just like everything in your life, diversify your portfolio.
Yeah.
So
all right. Hey, I really appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, for sure.
Let me ask you this. You open all this yourself.
Yes.
What's the key to keeping it liquid and keeping it profitable?
It's not.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a hobby. I can get about last year I probably lost 100.
Yeah.
Year before that I made 250 because the Burrow Herbert year, the LeBron or not LeBron, the LaMelo Anthony Edwards year, was solid.
Yeah.
So
I had kind of product dependent.
Well,
I'm sure Wemby's going to do good for you.
It's like Wemby, right? Yeah. I'm not coming down on my prices.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be crazy. I pulled an Anthony Edwards RPA, National Treasures.
Yeah.
I put $100,000 on it. No one wanted to get it. Everybody told me I was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, then it started creeping up, so I moved it to 125.
Yeah.
Finally, I got 125.
Wow.
So I mean,
so you're not feeling the sweat. You're just.
I don't feel the sweat to have to move it.
Yeah.
I don't have it as a business.
Yeah.
So it's a hobby. Don't get me wrong. I do want to.
Yeah, you want to make the money.
Stay as liquid as possible.
Yeah.
I try to keep it to about 2 cards, one over the 1,000, one under the 1,000.
So the key is to keep it impersonal, though. You don't get attached to a card?
No, I'm not attached to any cards.
Yeah, I got to learn that lesson, dude, because I want to keep everything.
Like this one here, there was a comp for 6,600 on this, but that's just a garbage comp.
Yeah.
There was a raw that went for 4,150.
Yeah.
So that's a $9,000 card to me all day long. I've got marked at 9,500. So,
and you'll just let it ride until it sells.
I put the price tags on there as a starting point, an asking point, and we just roll from there.
Yeah, you got a card account or anything like that?
What's that?
You got a card account or anything online?
So, my son is a senior in high school, and him and 2 of his buddies handle all of my PSA 9s and below, and my raws on Whatnot.
Sweet. Is, shout them out. I'll tag them in my
Dumb
my
and
videos.
Dumber cards.
Dumb and Dumber cards?
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber cards.
That's awesome, dude. All right, this is one of the best vendors we found at the National. All right, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I see you all day. Everyone's just trying to rip you off, trying to get full comps, and they don't understand the reality of trying to get room for you.
Yep.
How do you stay wanting to do this?
Well, I've done it for over 30 years, so I'm always going to do it.
What's your strategy in navigating all that?
You just send them away.
Yeah, just be honest.
Yeah, you gotta just be honest.
What's the key? 30, 40 years of the hobby here, what's the key to making money? What's the key to success?
Knowing your market, honestly.
Yeah.
Knowing
That's cool.
What people expect.
Yeah.
Knowing what
I mean,
sells.
your fair prices. You got room on a lot of these things. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, you just gotta buy right, sell right.
So the National's an expensive buy.
Very expensive.
Is it worth it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Why is it worth it?
Already done more sales this National than we did last National.
Jeez, that's crazy.
And we still have 2.5 days to go.
All right, last question. Who's moving the most? Who are you selling the most? Give me a couple names.
Moved a ton of Brady.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of Ohtani already.
Okay.
Let me think who else we moved.
One of those. I bought Ohtani from him.
I sold you my Ohtani. I currently have no Ohtani.
Those are the 2 number ones. Then it's just a mix of everything else.
Yeah, and you're saying Josh Allen's gone too?
We did some Josh Allens. We actually did a few Herberts.
Yeah, to me.
Yeah.
I should have just come here and then left.
Trying to think what else we moved. I don't know. The cases were full. I mean, there's so many cards, dude.
Yeah.
So.
What's your shop name and everything?
That's Black Diamond Sports Cards.
Down in Dallas, yeah?
No, we're out of Indiana.
Oh,
we
Indiana.
actually don't have a shop. So.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
He's done shows since he was 18, and I followed shortly after. So.
Nice. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm 52 now.
Same.
One of my first businesses, I was a diverter of pet food. My dad was a veterinary. He passed away, God bless him, in 2003. So I guess in the early or mid 80s, I was buying pet food through his veterinary practice and selling to Costco.
Bro, isn't that crazy? So we got started.
How crazy
so
is
all
that?
that frontline plus you see at Costco.
That was all the shit that's all the stuff I used to, and they would be like, you can't buy this much of it, but that was one of my first hustles, was diverting pet food. I wasn't 12 years old.
No shit. Hey, hustle,
all right, let's go, baby. You did better than I did in pet food.
Hey, well,
when he's playing the Knicks. This is actually a great story. All
right, start over.
Victor comes to my house for dinner when he was playing the Knicks. I said, hey, let's do dinner at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. He says, no, can we do it? They said, can you do it at 6 o'clock? So I have meetings till 7, of course. It's Victor, of course I'm going to change my schedule. So I'm running back to my office. I get there at 6. He's already there. He's like 10 minutes early. We have an amazing dinner, talking about all the things he's doing, updating everyone on life. And Brady calls me. He lives like 2 minutes from me. I said, Victor's here. You want to stop by? So Tommy comes over, and they're talking for about half an hour, and Victor looks at his clock at it's like 8:50. He's like, hey, I got to go. It's my bedtime. It's like 8:50, and he's leaving Tom Brady for 20 minutes.
All that stuff.
There's not another NBA player that would have looked at said, hey, I got to get ready for bed because he's that disciplined. That's who he is. So, and he left Brady after 30 minutes just because he was so focused on reading his book, getting to bed on time. That's Victor.
That's real greatness.
So,
that's Mamba mentality.
He is. Look, I knew Cope well. Victor's like, Victor's like, it's locked in. Plus, he's like straight as could be. Yeah. So, it's pretty.
You love what you're doing from the outside.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it.
Love the grind you put into.
Can I ask you what you're most excited about the future of the hobby with everything that's about to happen with you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think the hobby has the best fans in the world, best collectors in the world. But there's so much innovation to come, and if you look around, I think there's been a lot of same for a long period of time. So I think it's an opportunity to, market the hobby that hasn't really been marketed. By the way, social media things like this are so great for the hobby. I think there's a lot of product innovation to come. I think the product quality hasn't been where it needs to be. I think there's a lot of
that's the truth, bro.
Innovate the quality. I think to make the whole collector experience better. So there's so much to do.
Well, we're excited about that, man. Thank you, brother.
Thanks.
I appreciate you.
Take care.
What's up, man? Santiago. Hey, tell me kind of how the Nationals going for you. What's moving? What are you selling? What are you buying? All that stuff.
Everything's moving. We're buying everything that makes sense, and are having a good time. It's been nonstop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one after another. People want to sell stuff or make a deal. Not complaining at all. That's what I'm expecting.
What's the key to be successful at a card show? Making the most money. What's the key?
Key to being successful at a card show is being as fair as possible.
Yeah.
Again, there are people that understand that you're here to make money, and this is a business for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the people that understand, like, hey, I'm not going to get top dollar for my stuff, but if you're going to cash me out on a bunch of shit, then that's going to help. So find the people that understand the ecosystem.
Give me a 2 or 3 names that you're excited about right now in the hobby.
Riley Green, number one.
All right.
Obviously. Football going into the season. This is when football starts to pick up.
Yeah.
Honestly, AR. I think he's gonna have a good start. I think he's a good young quarterback. I don't know how long he's gonna last, but I'm excited to see what his prices do. Basketball. I don't know. GG Jackson. Guys everywhere. I feel like people are really on him right now.
Yeah. And someone like me. Last question. Someone like me wants to grind and grow on YouTube, TikTok. What do you say to me?
Consistent. It's got to be consistent. That's it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who watches your shit. Someone's going to watch. You never know who's going to watch.
Yeah.
But you just came up to me. I never met you before.
No, not at all.
But you watch my shit.
Oh, yeah.
And you knew to came up to you. Like, you came up to me because I post content.
Absolutely.
So that means it's working.
Yeah.
And doesn't matter if it translates to a sale or not.
Yeah.
Still coming up to me. That to me, that works.
All right, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. What's been for you guys?
National's awesome. This is one of our best activations yet. People are loving market movers. Just rolled out some new updates to the mobile app, so it's going really well.
Love it. What's moving? What are you seeing move? I know as you maybe walk the floor. Who are you buying? Who's you selling?
Football's always hot. This one's a little different because it's a smaller show than Chicago.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of vintage always, but it feels a little like vintage heavy
Super
on top
vintage.
of that. So I see high-end booths, vintage booths, a lot of ultra-modern parallels, and then sometimes you stumble your way into some 90s stuff, which is what I'm after.
Okay, so someone like me, let's do this. Someone who's trying to make money in the hobby.
Yeah.
What is your advice to them? I know everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
But what's your advice to like a kid or someone watching?
My advice if you want to profit in the hobby is stay focused. Pick a lane. There's a lot of different opportunities. You got people who are really good at flipping. I know guys who specialize in like one-of-ones.
Yeah.
They learn a lot of value around one-of-ones. They can get them at a good price, and then they're patient. You can do raw to grading. You can consign. You can open a shop. You can be an online dealer. You could be a content creator and get sponsorships. There's a lot of opportunities. Or you could get a full-time job in the industry like I have, which I'm super lucky to have.
Yeah, I love it. Last question. Someone like me wants to grow YouTube content. What would you say to me?
Yep. Try to have something unique because there's a lot of people trying to do content. Be authentic, be unique, and be really, really, really consistent. That's probably the most important thing.
All right, man. I appreciate you, T-Bot. Thank you very much.
Yep.
2 things I learned out of this. People in the hobby are really great. They're so willing to share knowledge. Everyone kind of knows that it's a game, but it's also a hobby. And so everyone's really cool. Everyone's awesome. And then also there's just really some great avenues to win, to know how to do this sports card hobby well. One of my favorite pieces of advice was Teapot. And he mentioned sticking to your lane and having a plan. And that's something that I took to heart, like, man, what am I going to do here? Am I going to just be flipping collections and singles? That's stuff I do around here, so maybe I got to stick in that vein. But anyways, my name's Chris, and if you love sports card content or you want to learn tips and tricks and things that I've done to be profitable in this hobby, I'd love to be friends. So maybe hit subscribe. Thanks for being here. Peace.